Happy Friday and happy May 1st. Hopefully, we're going to see some sunshine, some flowers blooming, birds chirping. Well, it has been some kind of week. It's final copy day, time to celebrate. You've been working really hard. Let's see how far we've come. Collecting, research, rehearsing, filling out graphic organizers, using really good opinion writing transition words. I'm going to have Mrs. Mann take it from here. She's going to go over our revision checklist and the editing checklist. What's the difference between revision and editing, you ask? Remember, we revise with arms and we edit with cups. Revision is for meaning, editing is for conventions of English. All right, so I'm going to hit play so you can hear Mrs. Mann go over the revision and editing checklist with you. And this is going to be a format we're going to try for next week when we start a fantasy unit. You're going to hear from all the different ELA teachers. You're going to hear their voices, and they will present different slides on the different lessons next week. Okay, take it away, Mrs. Mann.
Made it. So when you're doing, after you've written your final copy, which your final copy is going to go on your same opinion sheets for the whole week, you're going to scroll down to where it says Friday, May 1st. And with your best 5th grade writing skills, you're going to write your final opinion piece. Just press enter at the back of that and start typing from there. I want it on that same page. It can go as long as it needs to go based on how much information and how much detail you're adding, okay? After you've written your piece, I want you to go through this revising checklist. I want you to think about, will your sentence in the beginning, will your beginning sentence, will it grab your reader? Is your opinion clearly stated? Do you have 3 different well-defined reasons to support your opinion? Did you provide strong examples and details to further support your reasons? Did you include Did you provide a concluding sentence restating your opinion and making a call to action when necessary? Did you use a variety of transitions, making sure that if you need to go back to Thursday's slideshow to go back to those opinion statements, you do so? Did you use descriptive adjectives and strong verbs? Does your sentences make sense? And does your essay make sense? Does it flow nicely when you read it? I want you to reread it yourself to make sure that it makes sense, okay? And did you use capitals at the beginning of your sentences and for all proper nouns? Did you use an appropriate end mark for each sentence? Did you use commas after transitions when necessary? And did you spell words correctly? Use the dictionary for difficult words. If there's a red squiggly line under a word, it is probably spelt wrong. So you need to go back and make sure that it is spelt correctly. And are there any words that you need to add or be left out? You need to reread your writing. If in school we do self-editing, peer editing, and then editing from an adult, that's like 3 sets of editing. So I expect that you would be doing at least a few read-throughs of your work before you try to hand it in. And once you've done all of your editing, here's the time where you're going to go to slide 3.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Mann. By the way, did you know she was on the news? News Channel 10, I believe, teaching with one of her students right in in the student's driveway. It was really, really sweet. All right, so that's your goal. When she talked about writing on, I think she was saying writing on, I forgot what her term, but we've been using is a multi-day opinion doc that starts with your name and you find it in Google Drive. All right, that's our big ticket item to do today. And then second to that is your Google Form Quizlet opinion writing test you'll find right in classwork. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend filled with sunshine, filled with rainbows, maybe a unicorn to get us started for our fantasy unit on Monday. Guys, make sure that we're going to be using Epic, and I left a code for you. I'll redo that again today. See if you can enter into Epic because we're going to get some fantasy books out of there starting Monday. Have a great weekend, guys.